many of the world's tall towers. And one facility in particular has taken the concept to new heights. The world's newest tower offers unbelievable thrills. Las Vegas has launched tall towers into the stratosphere. America's insatiable appetite for entertainment has fueled an explosion of amusement centers and theme parks. And with every passing year, there's a new attraction striving to create the ultimate in family fun. This focus on the family has even transformed America's gambling capital, Las Vegas. Years ago, this was a town known for its neon glitz. But things began to change around 1990. Now the famed Las Vegas Strip is a place of magic castles, pirate ships, and a waterfall that erupts into a fiery volcano. Casino owner Bob Stupak knew that he too would have to build an attraction to keep his customers coming. Stupak was a high-stakes Las Vegas legend, famous for winning a $1 million bet on the Super Bowl. But his idea for a roadside attraction would become his biggest gamble. A tower like nothing that had ever been built before.
Because it's Las Vegas, it's either going to be brighter, it's going to be louder, it's going to be higher, it's going to be more dramatic, it's going to be practically any adjective that you can apply in the sense of an attraction and how it's going to react to people. It has to be a draw.
The Stratosphere would not become the world's tallest tower, but its upper pod would become the world's biggest. 12 stories of banquet rooms, a cocktail bar, and observation platforms. 100,000 square feet of floor space in a shell shaped like a precious gem.
I think the tower really represents a diamond in the desert. The way the legs come apart at the 720-foot level and kind of transform into a jeweler's setting, if you will, and then with all the glass and the sparkling lights that we have on it, sitting in that jeweler's setting, kind of form the diamond in my eyes.
Bob Stupak tried to squeeze as many attractions into the tower as possible. An entire floor is dedicated to wedding chapels, where couples can literally create a match made in heaven. To shorten the waiting time for visitors, special double-decker elevators were built. The elevator is actually 2 compartments stacked inside the same shaft. Monitors inside the lower car help the operator know what's happening in the compartment above. At one point during construction, Bob Stupak proposed an 800-foot addition, so the Stratosphere would surpass Toronto's CN Tower by 10 feet. The plan was scrapped when airport officials complained it would be a hazard for planes. But the setback didn't stop Stupak's flood of ideas.
He was always one step or maybe even 10 steps, God knows how many, you can't count them. But he was always ahead of you in the idea department. And from my position, my position was as an architectural designer was to try to graphically relate to what his ideas were. And so it just meant that you'd have to work extra hard and keep it going because there was always so many ideas kicking out there.
The Stratosphere's biggest innovation came from Toronto's Ned Baldwin, who flew to Las Vegas as a consultant. He envisioned a dramatic carnival ride, swirling chairs that would swing outward as they spun.
Well, I thought a ride would be neat on top of the thing. You have to have some function for this spike on the top. And so I just looked at it and I thought, well, you know, there are theme park rides that look very much like that spike we want. And so why not put one up there?
Baldwin's spinning chair concept turned out to be impractical. but his idea for a high-flying ride took off. The Stratosphere is home to the Big Shot, which uses compressed air to shoot 16 passengers into space as quick as a rocket. It takes 2.5 seconds to travel 160 feet straight up. For a moment, as the Big Shot slows near its summit, riders are actually weightless. Then they're shot back toward Earth for a bungee-style bounce. Riders experience 4 Gs, 4 times the force of gravity, as they're propelled toward the stars. The Stratosphere's second source for thrills is the High Roller. The world's highest roller coaster whips around the tower on 865 feet of track. It's not as fast as coasters on the ground, but the view leaves people breathless. The Stratosphere is by far the tallest building in Las Vegas, reaching upward 1,149 feet. Bob Stupak was unable to finish the building alone. Grand Casinos took over to complete the tower and renovate the hotel at its base. But Stupak's statue stands at the entrance in a characteristic Las Vegas pose. Although this did not become the world's tallest building, it will be difficult for others to top rides like these. The Stratosphere underscores how each of the world's great towers has a distinct personality. They're reflections of the people who built them and the eras that gave them birth. And as each tower ages, it can grow to become an integral part of its community. Throughout the world, they've become the sites of great celebration.